known world's smallest continent, Europe. Welcome half of the tourists across the world. The fact is 7 of the 10 most visited countries in the world are European nations. Europe is full with well-preserved cultures, rich history, magnificent infrastructure, makes visiting Europe like a heaven. So, here we have 10 best places to visit in Europe. Number 10, London. With full of English history, we have London. This city on the Thames is chock full of palaces, from Hampton Court palaces to Buckingham palaces. More a prison than a palace, the Tower of London is home to the Crown's jewels. And magnificent food halls at Harrods to Carnaby Street. The shopping is awesome, I can't tell you in words that short for amazing. By riding the famous tube, Jan can get around quickly. Number 9, Neuschwanstein Castle. Fairy tale castle is a phrase that aptly describes Neuschwanstein Castle in the Bavarian Alps. This 19th century Romanesque revival castles seems like it just stepped out of fairy tale. Says Neuschwanstein provided inspiration for castle in Disney's Sleeping Beauty. The castle was built as a retreat for King Ludwig II of Bavaria, who viewed it as a romanticization of the Middle Ages. The castle was built by bricks then covered in the rock, including the white limestone. Number 8, Amsterdam. Amsterdam is pleasant city marked with meandering lined with tall, narrow row houses. Amsterdam is the city where Anne Frank kept her famous dairy, so visiting the house where she wrote it is a must. It's also known as Venice of the North, also a city of great art. Beginning with Rijksmuseum, known as home to great European masterpieces, take a break from sightseeing to tour and sample Holland's beer at the Heineken Brewery. Number 7, Istanbul. Istanbul may be on outer fringes of Europe, but pretty much worth visit when you're traveling outer countries. Fascinating place of Turkey, full rich history, or colorful markets and mosques. People's top attractions: Bosporus that separate Europe and Asia, the ecumenical Hagia Sophia that been Greek Orthodox Christian basilica, then an imperial mosque, but right now it's a museum. Number 6, Geirangerfjord. Webb the summer heat of Europe gets you down. Head to the Norway. With the pretty cool scenery and enchanting views. Geirangerfjord is about 9-mile-long fjord with crystal blue water fed by picturesque cascading waterfall. Take a sightseeing trip on a car ferry through fjord, passing villages on the shores. And don't forget to look out for the Seven Sisters and Suder waterfalls so named, because legend says he trying to court the sisters. Number 5, Barcelona. Barcelona is a bustling on the Mediterranean Sea. As the capital of Catalina, says it's the powerhouse of in the region. It's perhaps known as best for the unusual buildings design by architect Antoni Gaudi. These landmark structures include La Sagrada Familia. This is church that been under construction since 1892. You can visit around his belighting, but then you would miss other Barcelona delights like La Rambla, popular pedestrian street in the central part of the city. Number 5, Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik isn't very big, but don't let its size deter you. This little jewel with less than 43,000 people is one of the most visited cities in the Mediterranean. Dubrovnik transport visitors back to time. When fortified city was major maritime power, commanding the 3rd largest navy in Mediterranean. As likely in the street, you'll likely come across sculptures ode St. Viejo. The city patron Saint whose life is celebrated every February. Number 4. Prague. With the long history of war and destruction, is considered one of the best places to visit in Europe. Despite of the devastation caused by World War II, Prague had a very nice old town that is worth your whole life. Prague has many pedestrian zones, which make walking a delight as you wander by Prague Castle, through the Jewish Quarter, and over the Charles Bridge. Wenceslas Square, situated in the new town, full with a vibrant nightlife and entertainment air. Number 3. Santorini. When it's time to sit back and relax, and take yourself to Santorini, an island in the Aegean. It's prime destination for the people around the world. Once there, you can't help but agree. The island has magnificent pictures of postcard villages, an active volcano or enchanting sunsets. And don't forget to visit Fira, a village perched atop of cliff. Number 2. Paris. Well, Paris is the places everyone knows about. It's city loaded to the brim with history, cultures, fashion, and the great food of Paris. If you know Paris, probably you know because of Eiffel Tower, which is iconic landmark you won't want to miss. The Louvres house it one of the greatest art collection in the world. Great churches include Sacred Heart and Notre Dame. When it's come to opulence, there's Versailles with its famed Hall of Mirrors. Number 1. Rome. The ancient Romans established outpost as far away as Great Britain. Talking about their landmarks, those are amazing. One must-see landmark is the Colosseum, an arena that could hold up to 80,000 people for gladiator contests. Or the Vatican City, with its impressive St. Peter's Basilica with art provided by Michelangelo.